Hi, today we're going to go over how to post a Craigslist ad using RealPage's LeaseStar Marketing Center. So the first thing you're going to do is go to the LeaseStar homepage, which is mc.myleasestar.com. You're going to enter your email address and your password. If you've forgotten your password or you don't have a password, just click Forgot Password. All of our properties are set up, so they'll email you your password, and then you can make sure that you can log back in. The LeaseStar dashboard works best in Mozilla or Internet Explorer. So if you're using Chrome, which I'm typically a fan of, it's not going to work real well with LeaseStar. So make sure you are using Firefox or Internet Explorer. Just click Sign In, and that's going to take you to the Marketing Center. Select your property, which today I'm just going to go ahead and select the Glens at Miller's Lane. And that's going to take you to your marketing dashboard. Now, we don't use all the products that LeaseStar offers. So although this looks kind of complicated, I'm going to walk you through and let you know exactly what you need to use and how you're going to be able to post on Craigslist. So the first thing you're going to do is just click Post to Classifieds. This is really the only tab that you're going to use on a regular basis. The main difference between Rent Sentinel and LeaseStar is that Rent Sentinel posted ads by bedroom type. So you would select your bedroom type and then you'd select your title and description. What LeaseStar does is it actually posts by ads. So you'll see here that the Glens has done an amazing job of putting together all of these ads, and that's what they're going to be selecting to post. So you can still select by unit type, but it's going to post this exact ad. So select this one and click Post. Now this looks very similar to Rent Sentinel, where you've got all your information that you're going to copy and post over here, and then this is where you're going to log into Craigslist. But you do actually have to physically type in the Craigslist address. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make sure that you're logged in by going to My Account, and I'm logged in. Then you're going to click Post to Classifieds, Housing Offered, Apartments and Housing for Rent, and it's going to take you to the Craigslist posting interface. You're going to select Craigslist Mail Relay. That way you won't get as much spam. And you'll notice that Craigslist has added this new contact information box. You can no longer post contact information in the body of your ad. If you post contact information in the body of your ad's probably going to be flagged and deleted or ghosted. So make sure that all of your contact information is up here in the contact information box. Users can contact by phone. One of the reasons that we went to LeaseStar, other than the fact that they bought out Rent Sentinel, was that they offer tracking at the phone level so that we can see whether or not your ad has been ghosted. This was a problem that we faced back in November when Craigslist removed the tracking codes. We could no longer tell if your ad had been ghosted. When an ad is ghosted, you post it, everything looks great on your end, you think everything is fine and dandy, but your ad actually isn't physically posted on Craigslist. So what this local tracking number does is it provides an extension by ad. And that way we can track calls by ad to see what titles are working the best, what times of day are working the best, but most importantly to see whether or not you're actually getting any traffic on your ad. More than likely, if you're not getting traffic on your ad has been ghosted, which means that our prospects aren't seeing what you posted. So you're going to make sure that you copy this. This phone number is tracking to your LeaseHawk tracking number. So we're still getting all of that lead information through LeaseHawk as well. You're going to post in there. I always like to use as personal a contact name as possible, so I'm going to put my first name in there. You're going to copy the posting title, the location, and a zip code. And your posting description. And again, remember, you shouldn't have any contact information in this posting description. So I see some contact information down there. I'm going to just make sure I delete that. And then enter your rent information. Your rent information should be feeding from LRO, we do have an integration between LeaseStar and LRO. So make sure that this rental amount is correct. If it's not, please email me so that I can make sure that our feed is correct, that we're actually getting that information in. I'm going to paste that in there. You're going to fill out all this information just as you normally would. Fill out as much information as you possibly can. Craigslist has added some new open house dates. Technically, you have an open house every day that you're open because we don't require people to schedule an appointment, though we definitely like them to schedule an appointment, and we always ask when we're on the phone. But just schedule your open house as today, when you post, tomorrow, the next day. You're going to want to make sure that you enter your street information. Craigslist has a new way to search called Map Search, and if you don't enter information here, although it's not required, if you don't enter information here, you won't show up on that map search. And we know that a lot of prospects are using the map search in order to search for apartments, so we want to make sure you're getting as much of that traffic as possible. So always make sure you're showing on that map search. Click Continue. Make sure that the map is accurate, that it's actually showing where you're located. Click Continue again, and this is where you're going to add images. Now we can add up to 24 images on Craigslist, and you're going to want to make sure that you're adding as many images as you possibly can. The most important thing, however, is that the first image you upload is going to be your cover photo. That's going to be the image that shows up on the grid view, and it's going to be the primary image that shows up on your Craigslist ad. So you're going to want to make sure that that's a pretty awesome image. You don't want it to be a closet or a bathroom. So what I always do is upload the image that I want as my cover photo first. And then you're going to add the rest of your images. I'm only going to upload a couple here for time's sake and because we're not actually going to post this ad. But you should upload, again, as many as you possibly can, up to 24. We know that the more images that you have, the more likely someone is going to call you and schedule a tour. And after all, that's why we want to post these Craigslist ads, so that we can get people to call us and schedule that next activity, that next tour, that follow-up, or even submit an online application. Then click Done with Images. And make sure your ad looks accurate. So this is the cover photo, this is the map, and again, we can now search by map as well. So make sure that map is accurate, and all this great information is down here. And then if we were going to publish this ad, you just click Publish. And then the final and very important step is the Have you completed your posting process? This is what lets LeaseStar know that you've actually posted. That's what feeds to your regional team, to me, to Brian, Penson, and Judy, so that we know you're posting consistently on Craigslist. So go ahead and click Yes, and then LeaseHawk will be updated and will show your ad. And then that way we can track your listing activity and how many clicks and leads you're getting, so that we can make sure you're posting on a regular basis. You should be posting 3 ads per day per unit type, once before 10 a.m., once around lunchtime between noon and 2 p.m., and then once before you leave per day, and that's per unit type. We know that prospects are looking throughout the day, and so we want to catch as much of that traffic as possible. Now, Craigslist has a new feature where they actually show how long it's been since your ad was posted, and so we want to make sure that we're always really relevant to our prospects. We know that prospects use Craigslist because they feel like Craigslist has the most up-to-date information about an apartment community. And so we want to be as up-to-date as possible, which means we want to post as often as possible. So at least 3 times per day, before 10 a.m., between noon and 2 p.m., and then right before you leave, per unit type. And that is how you post an ad on Craigslist using LeaseStar.